I'm now joined by Dale Rockell, life coach and motivational speaker.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
A little bit more. Yeah, I'm a life coach, motivational speaker. I have a special focus which is in working in schools. There's initiatives now for life skill development, employability skill development in schools. And with a 20-year corporate background and a master's degree in management, I've brought that all together so that we can work together with the young people and give them a head start, really. There's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of people out there high up in business, a lot of criticism that schools don't prepare them for the world of work, so that's where I come in, help develop their skills. I work with primary all the way through to secondary and sixth form.
So give me an example of skills for in a primary situation and a secondary school situation.
Yeah, sure. The basis of what I do is about confidence building, about building self-esteem so that people trust themselves. So with young people, the challenges are there. They're being, they're in school. They've got academic achievements that they're expected to achieve. But if they're not comfortable with who they are and their thoughts and how they're seeing the world and how other people's opinions differ, then their confidence suffers. Or if they feel they're not achieving what they should be achieving, what is expected of them at that age. So with all of the pupils, it's very much about building confidence, communicating, communication skills. Everybody's so quick to want to put their view to everybody else that they're not really listening to others. So it's working through those things, and games, activities. I've got a giant snakes and ladders mat, and we play that as a metaphor for life, and then have a talk about where do they think they are on the mat. I've also done it with teachers, and asking a head teacher where they think they are on the mat at the time, and working with the whole team, the whole leadership team for a school. It went down very well just to get them thinking about the things that they don't often get a chance to talk about. And schools admit to me, it's very much, we've got to deliver this in to the students. When you come, they love it because you let them talk to you or with you to help develop their understanding, and they really do like that. At secondary level, it's more about looking and focusing on where they might want to go in their lives. So the focus is, where are you now? So for example, if it's years 7, 8, then they're looking forward to options, where they think, great, we get what we want, but not if they don't put the work in beforehand. So we work with them on focus, fear that comes in with exams and qualifications, achieving, expectations of others, and bringing that into what they would expect of themselves and why, and how that's going to fit into the bigger picture as they go out into the world of work or further study in university. And to make sure that if they've got that focus, then at least they've got a better opportunity of seeing the options that are available, and then knowing how to go for it, really, and looking at things in that way. So it really works with everybody of all ages, which is why I've gone from being just called stress-free kids to stress-free, because the adults went, hey, hang on a minute, what about us? We have some of that too.
Yeah. What do the parents think about it?
Parents love it. I've not had a parent yet who hasn't grabbed a bunch of leaflets out of my hand and said, right, the school's going to get these. The challenge for us is that it's very much about budgets. And as we know, there's a pending general election and other things. So now what I'm looking to do, where it's purely been a service where I or other coaches that I know who are trained to do this as well with my material can go into the school. That is quite expensive. So what we're looking to do now is develop professional development for teachers, and they've been asking for it. How can we do what you do across all of our lessons, not just with the personal development and citizenship? So we're now partnering up with other businesses who have different resources but that complement what we do, where we can give the experiential day to the staff so they know what it feels like to have a good session and to get a lot out of these sessions, so they can then use that not just in the specific life skills, personal development stuff, but it actually goes across the curriculum for them. So we're now looking at how we can develop that. I've actually got some books that I'm developing at the moment, the ideas for, so that we can put it out there and people can experience from it, whatever their budget is, really.
Right. And how many schools have you personally gone into?
I've worked in probably 7 or 8 schools now. At the moment, a lot of my time has been taken at Barnfield College. There's a new concept there called a studio school, and it's around the 14 to 19 agenda, and it's work focused, so it's work-based learning, as well as the GCSE studies. So a lot of my time has been spent on that. We've been partnering on that for 2 years, and now it's going to go as a live school in September, so I'm just waiting for government sign-off so we know exactly what our requirements are and what the requirements are on me to do that. And as a result, I'm working on other projects with volunteers that are there to develop their employability skills. So we have full-day sessions where we've gone in. I've got one this Monday actually coming that I've told them dress to impress, which has got them slightly worried because they all think they're going to be interviewed. But I want to change their mindset a little bit from just coming in jeans and t-shirt And for once I want to have a tie on, which is very unusual for most people to see me in a tie. But it's about changing their mindset, getting them to feel like they are worth something, they've got value to add to somebody's employment.
You're also involved in Network Leighton Buzzard. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, certainly. Network Leighton Buzzard evolved from something I've been involved with for a while, having moved out of Luton, or a Luton boy, and moved out this time last year, actually February 2009. And I've networked a lot over the last 3 years in various groups and just building contacts that help, you know, when I need things for my business. And I looked at the founder Steve Whiting and said, do you think this will work somewhere else? Because the difference is nobody earns out of Network Luton. He runs it voluntarily, and it's just about getting businesses together, small businesses, large business, whoever wants to talk to each other and look for opportunities. So we kicked that off last September as Network Leighton Buzzard, meeting at the Hunt Hotel here in Linslade, and it's going very well. We've already had Andrew Selou come and talk to us, the local MP, joined 12 of us for breakfast, and our distribution list is quite a big one. Active members, we've got around 10 to 12 active members at the moment, but we know that will grow from the Network Luton experience. So we meet on a Tuesday morning every week at 7 o'clock for breakfast, starting at 7:30, finish at 9 so people can get back to work. And what it's really about is giving business the opportunity to meet each other, find out what you do, how you go about it, where you work, and there's quite a lot of collaborative possibilities. So where you're a small business, so many of us work from home or have our own small office. We're not on the high street, so people don't know where to find us. So the idea is it gives us a chance to get out there and speak to other people and let people know we're there. So you know, we at the moment we're just putting some diary dates together to have some speakers. We've got Go Cycle coming to have a chat with us about their plans and how Go Cycle works and what it does for the town. And you know, from there it will start evolving as we go along. There are a lot of people who are in support of it. We've had conversations before I started. Actually, I had a conversation with Vince Garvin, I Love LB, and it's very much seen as complementary to that. I've made contact with other parties about, you know, how we can work together. We're not in competition with anybody else. We want to just bring business together, bring people together, let people know what's available in the town and who is based in the town, really. Network Leighton Buzzard has a lot of support online. We've got a Facebook group which people can find just by putting Network Leighton Buzzard in. It's open, so anybody can come in and see and join us on there and join the conversations. Even if they can't come regularly, we have a number of people on our distribution who, for childcare reasons, can't make the mornings. So we're looking at how we can develop lunchtime activities and maybe evening activities, and maybe get LBTV along to that as well, and meet some of the businesses that are around, and also promote yourselves as what you're up to. So we've got the Facebook group. We've also got a lot of people on LinkedIn, the professional network resource that's online. So if people want to find us, they want to find me, they can certainly find me on there, and they'll also find me twittering away somewhere. So you know, there's plenty of places that people can find us, or just putting my name in, they'll find the links to all these things.